Welcome. Welcome to A Taste of Justice with Professor Angela May Kupenda. That's me. Look, this series is to provide broader understanding about the Constitution to the community, but it is also designed for my students who are studying remotely. We have now completed, this is the 22nd clip, 22 of them, dealing with the First Amendment and covering many of the topics there. I want to explain to you why you're not going to see me for about 3 weeks. For those of you who are subscribed and signed up for notifications, if you have not, I want you to subscribe and sign up for notifications so you won't miss anything. Now, in law school, I use a lot of different methods in my teaching. My students, of course, they can watch these videos and it can review them and help them to hear the material again, and also as an introduction to the long cases they are reading. But also I want to tell you about some other things we're going to do in the class. So my students are going to take in a little over a week. They will be taking a week long. Hopefully it won't take the full week for them, but they will have a week to work on a take-home examination. So it will be an essay test where they will write responses to several what we call hypotheticals. I'm going to make up some situations, what if, and they will write essay answers using many of the cases we've been talking about in these 22 clips. After they submit the exam, their exam will count 60%, 60% of their grade. Then what they're going to do is called a student position statement on a current First Amendment conflict. Oh, it's going to be exciting. So that's where we're going to cover all of the recent things that are going on, all of the recent speech issues, and where there is conflict, meaning people think in different ways. They will write a position statement, then they will submit it. They will have 5 minutes in class to make their pitch for their position on a First Amendment issue where there is conflict. And then we'll have discussion in the classroom. I'm sure it's going to be so exciting. It's going to be a little intense, but also extremely respectful. Because one of our goals in law school is for our students to learn to engage and to disagree in professional ways. It's something we're all working on, I assure you. So what I've done they'll have a week to research and prepare that position statement. What I've done is to just give a glimpse to some of you who are thinking about enrolling in law school and being one of my students. I've given you a little glimpse of their position statement instructions that are in the text box, and also a link to an article I wrote about how I'm using this approach. I'm using this approach to help them review again about the First Amendment. Then number 2, help them to apply what they are learning to current issues that we are trying to resolve in this country. And thirdly, this exercise is to give them an opportunity to articulate their positions, to explain themselves, to give respect to the other side, but to try to encourage people to agree with them. I'm trying to prepare them for their life as an attorney and also as an active member in the community, working hard for us all, for under the Constitution, our country, to become the very best possible. And that is through learning. Learning is so important. So it will be about 3 weeks before, looking at my notes to make sure I didn't leave out anything, it would be about 3 weeks before you get another notification from me. A week for them to take to, well, for us to finish the material, a week for them to take the test, a week for them to prepare the position statements, and then I'll be back here and I'll tell you about some of those arguments they presented in class. I'm so excited, I just can't wait. And I will share with you how they are suggesting we approach the current First Amendment conflicts that we are experiencing in our society. So if you missed me too much, just go back and review some of the ones from before. We have 22 on First Amendment. I have some posted on the Constitution more generally from the fall, and also from my civil rights lawsuits course. In the meantime, subscribe so you won't miss a thing. And I look forward to seeing you in about 3 weeks. Take care and bye-bye.